prepare for takeoff.
We've been traveling together for a few weeks with a great crew. Many have explored the world's countries, but a few. Now we have all added special sites in Ecuador and Peru. Some had visited before, but for others these countries were new. Many of us first met at the Lima airport gate for the start of our long 4-hour wait. We eventually got on the plane to Cusco that day and onto the bus with no more delay. Our guide Ensign told us history as we rode, until we got to Casa Andina, our sacred valley abode. In the evening, we met our program director, Lelis, who had led 8 of our group to the Amazon with ease. On Wednesday, Sacred Valley was our destination to explore, to learn about history, weaving, farming, and more. Our local guide, Edgar, joined us for several days while we learned about Peru and the Inca ways. We visited Ollantaytambo, an incredible Inca site. Most climbed up the steep stone staircase to view from a greater height. Before leaving Chichira, we tried chica, the local corn beer. Some tried their games, the rest of us did cheer. Machu Picchu was our next destination, where we learned of discovery, recovery, and restoration. Before dinner, we learned that tradition and technique for making pisco sour, demonstrated by Wayne and Peggy, our heroes of the hour. Some went back to Machu Picchu to climb again the next day. They climbed high and came to the Inca Bridge along the way. Words cannot describe the feelings of being at Machu Picchu site. Everyone must process their own feelings about that tonight. We met at Toto's house for good music and a wonderful luncheon buffet. Then we continued by train to Olanta and Cusco that day. In Cusco, we went to the colonial Casa Andina for 2 nights. We saw a cathedral, a temple, and fortress ruins to our delight. We learned about quality and bought things of alpaca wool, and went to a home-hosted lunch, all very cool. We ate Peruvian dishes, including guinea pig stew, which is served for special occasions and for me and for you. After seeing a Madonna ceremony display, some did go to Don Antonio's for a great dinner and dancing show. Wayne and Joy were the chosen dancers of great fame, as they kept wiggling in fear of a rear end flame. On Sunday, we flew from Cusco to Lima to Quito, Ecuador. Isabella, our guide, told us facts about what we would explore. After arriving in Otavalo to stay at our hacienda stop, we enjoyed the rose plantation and Otavalo market, a good place to shop. An Ecuadorian lunch was provided with a band that was swell, and the children had us dancing with them as well. We arrived back in Quito, included a 3-night stay. We saw many things and learned more about Ecuador each day. A visit to the middle-of-the-road complex and Quito by night were fun. We enjoyed La Ronda and a cable car ride before we were done. We must acknowledge the certificates for Eggmeisters Peggy and Jim, as well as half Eggmeister Esther, who balanced her egg on a whim. Moorish influenced architecture and a beautiful Jesuit church were there, as well as the governor's house and protesters on the square. Wonderful lunches and unique places were highlights. The fabulous settings in the Andes provided special delight. Galapagos called us, and we flew to the San Cristobal Airport, and then by day to Galapagos Legend, our new mode of transport. We visited the Interpretive Center and saw a great tortoise Qhapaq, the sea lions who seemed to perform for you and for me. Espanola Island provided sights and snorkeling at Gardner Bay, later followed by a rocky hike with birds and iguanas along the way. Lelis shared his music history with us in a picture show. It was great to listen to review the places we did go. Post Office Bay and Cormorant Point were where we went in order that our postcards could be sent. A barbecue and Captain Neptune's party was that night. Our group had many stars who really got it right. Sunday we rode a bus for the Tortoise Highland Reserve and visited the Charles Darwin Station and Preserve. We did some special shopping as we walked along the street. In spite of the rain, it was all very neat. So fellow travelers, as our trip is winding down and we go our separate ways to our cities or our town, Remember the sights, events, and friendships we did share, and when we look at our pictures, our memories will be there. We thank our great guide ladies, who always was the best. We wish for him much happiness and a marriage that's well blessed.
Thank you very much.
Vámonos, explorers.